Welcome back, everyone, to the House of Pisces X Night Horde Season 2. We're at the last stage of our Group A round robin. This is going to be a best of 2 series to fight out for who gets to progress the Qualifiers 3 and moves into our round robin stage. So, definitely an important match for both these teams. We did have a few other matches that were supposed to go on today, but unfortunately we could not get those to come on. So this is going to be the only match of the night. Once again, it is going to be between Fiends, the top 8 NACT team, and also Xia Mx. For the side of Fiends, we do have Chirobami, LEGACi, Kahari, Love for Pro, and Shana's Loverboy. And on the other side for Xia, we have Coffee Prime, Pika Up, Showers, Sparky, and Mapahi. Guys, if you guys are new to the stream, welcome to the stream. Thank you guys for enjoying the channel. We're gonna have plenty of different events coming up, so it's gonna be a lot of fun for the next month or so. First phase bans almost over. Joy, Matilda gets taken out by the side of Xia Mx. The side of the Fiends going for a Faramis and a Nolan. Matilda ban. Ban Matilda, drink water. A very popular trend in the North America community. The Joy also is extremely hard to deal with, especially since she's just a really strong jungler. There's not much you can do to stop her if she wants to get onto your backside. It's almost like a anti-counter dive hero. Like, there's a lot of heroes that like to dive onto the backside, like Yuzong, Ling, Hayabusa, but typically those heroes can run into some issues or run into some walls. But Joy, especially the immune CC on the first skill, kind of just walks through whoever and gets onto the backside. So definitely quite annoying to deal with. And for the side of Fiends, they do have a lot of good Joy users, so a good ban. Arlott gets taken off the board, a flex pick, quite standard. Nolan gets taken out, so they don't really want assassins in this game. Nolan, Joy, and Fanny. So it seems like Xia preparing for a utility versus utility matchup. Fiends also with the Nolan, Fanny, and Joy out. Options are limited. Barats, Fredrin, Akai comes into mind. I did see a match between an Akai and a Barats, and I want to say the Akai with the heavy spin I think it acts like a Purify, so the Barats ultimate does hit. The counter matchup is there. But yes, Barats first pick for the side of Fiends. Quite standard for North America. I'm not sure if I 100% agree with it. We have quite the high win rate on Barats, and honestly, if you were to pick up this dinosaur in solo queue, duo queue, and just your average rank game, there's a good chance you can dominate. Fast jungle speed, very forgiving in most cases, has the dash built in now in his ultimate. The sustain is high, there's damage, you don't have to build damage to do damage, and the new second skill where it knocks you back could set you up for a pretty good team fight. So definitely a strong first pick. Still a lot available on the board. Novaria, Carry, Valentina gets picked up by the side of Fiends. Xia Mx picking up the Angela and Xborg. Now, I've played both these heroes quite a bit. I honestly just like it when I pair Xborg up with something like a Raph. But Angela could work. It's just that, Xborg is still quite prone to dying in the Noah Raga form armor. And I just feel like with Raph, the movement speed helps significantly, right? Going Florin, the heal isn't as consistent because you gotta be in the front side. With Angela, you know, majority of the time you have to either aim your heal or you have to hard guard on top. And then when you hard guard on top, Xborg's fights are just always so long and drawn out that sometimes it's just really hard to keep up with them. So I like other options, but Angela is definitely a pocket pick that Fiends love to use. So, you know, good pick, good deny away from Fiends. Showers picks up this Martis to go against the carry from the side of Fiends. Carry pickup is good, especially good against the Barats. I've seen great carry players. I've also seen carry not do so well. And the way that Shaw is setting up, they could potentially go for a frontline tank paired with a Harith or even an Atan to equal out the magic damage and the physical, and also protect the Angela to have him get into hard guard relatively early on. Or they could opt to just go for a traditional mage with the Angela. You're going to be missing out on a little bit of the front line since both Martis and Xborg isn't meant to be that frontline tank CC, but nonetheless, pretty decent draft coming in from both sides. Once again, this is House of Pisces, and this match will determine who moves on to the next stage. If both tie, we may have to play a third game. Whether or not this is going to be on stream, off stream, that's going to be another thing. But there is a chance that we might tie in this bracket, so stay tuned for that, guys. But yes, welcome everyone to the tournament. Brody Harith gets taken out. I like the Harith, man. It's definitely a good counter to the carry. It's just annoying to deal with, and with the amount of physical that the side of Shaw has already set up, Harith could definitely be a viable option there. Brody, also a very strong counter to the carry. Traditionally, you're trading the late game for a bully early game ball, and Brody typically does a pretty good job on that. Tigreal Minotaur gets banned out here for the side of Shaw. Good two bans, two of the most solid frontline sets, especially paired well with the carry. Some other things that could also do good here: the Kaja, the Franco could both lock down the Martis. But no, Shaw decides to go with a Masha pick, so it's a Masha Angela mid. The carry is gonna have a lot of trouble dealing with this. Could opt to go for belt, thunder belt, endless battle, armor boots for the 3 physical that Shaw has. Kohari here picking up the Kaja, a great counter against the Masha. Great counter against Masha, Angela, and debatably Masha too. Masha, Angela, and Martis. Martis, especially when it comes to the Martis Kaja matchup, Martis looking to go forward, looking to immune a lot of the CC, but can't immune the Divine Judgment. Angela, a solo ultimate, not really a counter, but you know, going up against the Angela, you could sometimes play the Franco, because it's like a solo hard guard comes in and then you suppress them. They're not going to be able to move. It's just single target. It's like a single target support versus single target stun. It might be like a decent 50-50 matchup between both, because they both kind of perform in a specific way, in the same way. Mobile Kings picks up the Yuzong, and Coffee Prime finishes the side of Shaw's draft with a Claude pick. A very exciting first match though. We get a Masha, hopefully in the Roam position, potentially in the XP. They can put the Xborg mid. That's not something that I've not seen before, so definitely a possibility. Guys, we're gonna jump into the loading. It is going to be between Fiends and Xia Mx. Fiends going to be the team on the blue side. Xia Mx, team in the red. And we've definitely seen, oh my god, my computer's... Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. We have a delay on my computer. Especially with the Google Plays. Either my computer can't handle it or something. What's up, man? Thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate it. Yeah, dude, my CPU's at 100%. God. What is killing my PC, bro? 18% on Google Chrome. Too many. I have too many things on Google Chrome. Try to close some browsers. First blood, though. Going to the hands of Fiends. Okay, I closed all my browsers. OBS 14% play games, jumping up and down. I have 14 Microsoft Edge. I'm so delayed on my end. Sorry, guys. Both some heavy comps. My brain likes Xia's comp more for some reason. I think this is actually one of the like really even matches. Like I saw Xia play against Gaming Gladiators and I was extremely impressed. I was extremely impressed. So definitely gonna be a good match. Most definitely. Actually, nah, I like Fiends comps. Fiends do have a few new player. I know MOBA Kings have been sitting on the bench for Uneven to play it, which Uneven has done a great job. But Kohari has been playing Rome in this tournament. Shane's Loverboy is the new sub in here. Sorry if we're not getting as much action. My client is truly just lagging. I think I have to restart my computer. But we could figure about that a little bit later. Looking deeply, Fiends has the Kaja ult and the Valentina pick to prevent them from copying Kaja ult. Macro draftings. Kaja Valentina is a very, very tough lane to go against. There's not many things that can beat a Kaja Valentina on paper. Like the raw sustain, the damage, it's just very hard to deal with. Ooh. They just have a very good way of clearing lanes, recovering some HP, poking. Like it's just truly a great combination. And typically most of the comps that people like to run are very physical damage based. So just having like 2 magic damage at mid, you know, it's gonna hurt them, especially when they try to do some early rotations and stuff. Like they just clear waves efficient, out poke, out trade, out sustain. Like they just got a great kit, right? Once Kaja has fleeting time, they just spam picks with this ult. It'd be interesting to see if they can hard guard to save the person who gets Kaja ult. Maybe they could turn the table. Yeah, so that's the interesting thing about the Kaja and the Angela matchup. They both like kind of counter each other. Like in one sense, you could say that the Kaja counters the Angela when the Angela hard guards. you can suppress them, the person that gets hard guard, and they can't do anything, so it's kind of wasted. Or you could, you know, argue that when somebody gets pulled, the Angela can ult and save them. But Coffee Prime topside, very low here. Has Divine Judgment, gets a buy one get one free there. 8-1 is the overall. Fiends dominating. Y'all hear some snoring? It's my dog. I don't know if you hear it. Daytona's welcoming. Picks up. Peek up. Ooh, gets the knockback. Yeah, like the Barat's second skill nowadays, it really feels nice. Like I've seen Mobazane do like some of the craziest second skills. Like it's a great skill overall now. Carry on the top side picks up a kill for the side of Fiends. I'm doing quite well with the Kaja. Again, this is a team that played Xia Mx played extremely well in their match against Gaimin Gladiators. So seeing Fiends dominate in a performance like this shows that, you know, Fiends is quite good and quite consistent. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the Divine Judgment against the Martis. There's nothing Martis can do, really. Like, he can never almost go in. That's why that pick is so dangerous. No way the Black Dragon came through. Turtle's up 10 seconds. Black Dragon used for his rotation purposes. But side of Xia is not doing so well in the gold front. Almost an 8k lead. 7 minutes in. So, do you think this will be uncontested for the side of Fiends? Fiends pick up another kill here. And if you guys are saying, man, why is the camera just following members? Because my PC is just getting trashed right now. And the only way that I could, like, it's like every time I click on the map, it's a 2-second delay. I'm using too much memory. Or computer software, or computer hardware getting a little bit older. One cannon on the top side, no siege. If they siege and fight, oh jeez. I mean, we literally had like 4 members of Xia, like half or full health, going back to the base. And Kohari just, not Kohari, yeah, Kohari and the guy from Obsidian just destroyed the tower. Is this a sneak peek? Potential NACT roster change? Question mark. But Mad, it does not seem like the tables are going to be turned here. The Fiends are going to dominate this match here. Last Insanity coming through is quite big. Lots of AoE damage here. Daytona's welcoming does come through. Hits the stun. They do get 2 man. There's only 1 man left. It's going to be Sparky. 3 members. The Fiends still alive. Kohari not even in the team fight. Instead of Fiends. He's going to be able to take the first game of the best of 2 series. Victory! 20-12 is the overall score. Fiends able to come out victorious in the very first game. Tiro Bambi 11.5 here. 16 is 6, 1, and 12. And the new sub marksman coming in with a very high score also, followed shortly by Kohari and Pro. We're going to take a small break and we will be right back for the game 2 between Fiends and Xia. All right, ladies and gents, welcome back. House of Pisces X Night Horde Season 2. It's going to be our second match between Fiends and Xia Mx. Again, Fiends able to win the very first game. Now they are looking to defend their qualifying spot against Xia. If Xia is able to take this game here, Fiends, they will tie in the group bracket, and with a tie, I do believe we're gonna play a best of 1 series. So even though Fiends were able to win the very first game, they have to win 2 in a row here. They must. And Xia, of course, they also must win here. If they lose, they will be out of the tournament. I don't like new Masha. I feel like she's like any other damage roam. Sure, you can kill a squishy and then you die for it. Lacks vital CC for team fight that you can't rely on others to supplement. Technically, man, I feel like you could be describing both the new Masha and the old Masha. But for me, one of the biggest difference is that when I played the old Masha, I could build tank. When I played the new Masha, it's almost as if I have to build damage. And I think that is where I don't like Masha as much. There is some benefits though with the new Masha. For example, her damage is very high. So you may cheese a level 1 red buff if that is part of your plan. You may cheese, not cheese, but you may help jungle significantly faster. You may also, like I'm naming the things that are good for the new Masha. You also are going to be able to push towers faster when it comes down to punishing rotations. You also have a bigger impact macroly. For example, when it comes down to those late game scenarios where, you know, your team is grouped up and the enemy team decides they want to split push, right? You can send Masha to defend that lane and push very hard without having to worry too much. Right? I think those are the very, very good benefits. Masha's good at pushing towers, like good at zoning and dealing damage. I'm not sure if the old Masha or the new Masha is better at one hitting. But in terms of the build, there's big significance. One is much more durable and one is much higher on damage. Again, damage leads to you know, pushing tower as well, getting some last hits, but tankiness provides a lot more different of utilities. Like if you just like taking damage and baiting opponents out, the old Masha is gonna be quite good. But I would also somewhat have to argue that the new Masha does well in a lot of matchups against Demon Hunter Sword. So back then, you know, when you played Masha and you had to deal against anyone that was using a DHS, right? Claude, Carrie, I don't know, Melissa, Xia, you would get shredded by building only Guardian helmets. But with the new Masha, since you don't build any, yes, you get shredded too, but you're gonna be dealing quite high amounts of damage. Xia picking up the Joy, Vexana, and Carrie. Solid pick. Carrie, the Joy was banned out in the first game. I do think side of Fiends could have opted to go for the Carrie, but this time around they decided they want to take the Angela. The Boxia gets picked up here now. It's interesting with a Fanny, Nolan, and Brad's ban. Of course, Xia took the Joy, but there's still Fredrin, there's still Kai, but Fiends wants to go for an early Boxia. The Angela I do like. The Angela Boxia combination is quite good. Even if you pair with the Fredrin, is also quite good there. But for the side of Xia here, they're running into a small issue where they're gonna potentially have a lot of magic damage. Alright, Joy, Vexana, even Carrie with the true damage. Typically, people like to build HP items against true damage, and the most amount of HP on the item is typically Magic's side, right? Radiant, Athena's, Guardian Helm. If you look at the armor, like Antique is quite good, Brute Force is quite good, but then you look at Dom or Blade armor, you don't get any HP. So side of Fiends taking out the Kaja with no Holy Trinity combination for the Kaja carry. Very nasty combination. They could opt to go for something like a Franco carry. Like, it's very interesting to me that suddenly Francos are gone on the meta. You know, before I left the competitive scene, Franco was pretty much one of the last. Franco Kaja were one of the last two heroes that I felt extremely comfortable on in tournaments. I thought they were quite broken. Single target suppression, you know, completely just, you know, singling out a specific member. I think there's so much potential for plays like that. Keeps the team fights quite clean. It would be kind of almost like a rinse and repeat, right? Divine Judgment using the flicker, 40-second cooldown, look for Divine Judgment again. If you can't find a good opportunity, wait for the flicker cooldown again, and then come through, rinse and repeat. Low kill score, but pushing small advantages here and there. So definitely a good pick. Fiends picked up the Grok. After picking up the Grok, I don't think the Franco is a good option. Some other things you could possibly go. I would say Estus, but Boxia counters that. Maybe the Minotaur, since it's not banned out here. Does look like Xia's looking to go for the Gwenny, which is quite good also. Sparky with the Yuzong pick. Should be able to force the Purify on the Erythel. Potentially even a Purify on the Angela, which sets up a great fight for Joy. So it's quite nice that Xia decides to pick two heavy CCs in the back, because it's going to force some spell changes. And if there is not going to be spell changes, the Yuzong is going to have a great time picking off the Erythel and the Angela. And this guy on the Yuzong, we've been able to see him in play the last series when they played against GG, and this guy can play this dragon, so definitely gonna be a good match. On the other hand, MOBA Kings on a Khalid last pick. Those of you guys that don't know about this MOBA King guy, he for me most definitely is like one of the best Khalids. Every time I see MOBA King, Khalid, and Trio Q, this guy be going nuts on this hero. When I say nuts, just abuses the noobs on my team. But yes, guys, welcome back to House of Pisces X Night Horde Season 2. This is going to be a best of 2 series between Xia Mx and Fiends. Xia's going to be the team on the blue side. Currently down 0-1. A game that they must win here. It's a win or die situation, and the side of Xia really have to get it together and try and get the win here, or else they will not make it to the next level. The same with Fiends, right? Fiends, if they're able to win this match, then they have secured their spot for our next stage. And if not, probably gonna have to play another game. Current standings in Group A's bracket. Gaming Gladiators going undefeated. We also have a DQ, so they have 6 points total. Fiends and Xia each have 2 points also, but Fiends won their first game against Xia, so they have 1 extra point. The amount of like the amount of them just like botting each other, it's like watching football and they're just like running into each other nonstop. Atlas bodies Franco, Kaja, but nobody plays Atlas like that except for me. I do agree, yes. Atlas is quite good against Franco, but I will be honest, when I play Atlas, my friend, I look so fucking bad. I look so bad. Good objective for the side of Fiends. The side of Shaw did pick off the Rithel on the bot side, so quite nice. And they picked up another kill on the top side, picking up off the Vexana on her rotation to defend the top side. I'm not happy playing Tig since he got nerfed. The stun time on his ult isn't long enough to consistently get behind them and push. They can escape easily now. Haven't played Tig yet. Not really my type of hero. Oh my, 2-man wild charge set for Kohari. Just a little bit too early though. Gets singled out here and taken out by side of Shaw. A much better opening for the Mexico team here. But Fiends are still in the lead. Haven't played Tig in a long time, but I will say this though. I used to be a Tig main. In different moments. Once in the beginning, when I first kind of got into tanking, I kind of played the Tig real high-lows. And then later on, when people were slowing buffs down or resetting buffs, so like you would play like Tig or Franco, something really annoying. That was the second time, and after that, never played again. Fiends know they need a snowball or it's GG for them. I'm confident Shaw got this. I think Shaw can put up a great fight here. I am team Fiends, but I was extremely impressed with how Shaw was playing on Monday. So I really think that this is gonna be dragged out. It's gonna be a good fight. Mino's early is really bad and Fiends knows it. Yes, that is a good abuse. A lot of times, like, Mino is just a really, really bad tank in the beginning. Doesn't really do too much. Cooldowns are quite high. But it comes down to this late game, though. This is definitely a lot of CC. They take out the Boxia just like that. Kohari, though, not going to be dealing that much damage. The boss side of Fiends able to get a small trade. They lose their jungler, but they get the bot tower. And 1-man Petrify onto MOBA Kings. Should be able to get away quite well. The Flicker Wild Charge also on the on the turtle, and they're able to take care of that. Do you believe the side of Fiends picked up that objective or nah? No, I think Shaw was still able to pick that up. Dude, sorry if the camera is like going nuts, dude. On a significant delay, even from my end. CPU 87%, memory 45. Something is up. Maybe I can. No, I'm not gonna do anything. Side of Fiends picking up the Minotaur. Pushing up to a 6-3 overall. 3k gold lead. Uh-oh. Bye-bye. Black Dragon. Looking for an engagement. No Purify, so should be able to get that Erythel like that, but the Flask from Chirobami paired with Irithal's ultimate, able to get him away from danger. Xia did. Yeah, Xia did get the turtle. What's up, Mr. HOP? Oh. Piri popped. Good trade of spells. A good setup though on the top side. I don't know if Fiends know. Oh no. Oh no. It's a BOGO deal? No, the roly-poly comes through. But there's no damage followed behind. They're going to look to try to defend this, but it's going to be a hard defend. They don't really have that much damage. Oh, they do get the defense though. And Kohari was taken off the board. Uh-oh.
Killing spree.
Huge kill. For the side of Xia. There we get a killing spree. But Shiana's lover boy picks up the joy here. Now it's going to be time for Fiends for a reinforcement comeback. The flicker on LEGACi. And the Rithel able to pick up the Yuzong. Picks up another kill. Double kill for him. Rithel 3, 2, and 2. Let's take a look at some of the items. Enjoy going for a holy. Carry going for the belt. Corrosion. Glowing wand for Vexana. Minotaur, no flask just yet. LEGACi here though with a very interesting build. Going for Curse Helmet Antique. Very, very utility friendly build. And actually quite interesting. I know his second skill won't scale to his armor, but to the HP, but it's just very interesting to see a full tank lead. That's something I've never seen before. 14 to 6 is the overall. Shoyer looking for a potential steal, but I don't think he's going to be able to do too much. LEGACi still does damage, but it's definitely not as solo Q heavy as it was before. Carry with armor boots is a big mistake. I do agree. Tough boots is definitely going to be an option here. Angela has a slow. Boxia has a stun. Grok has wild charge, stun. Also Khalid has a stun, so I would, yeah, I could back you up on that statement. Are they gonna look to engage? It's a pretty good position. The stun comes through along with the hard guard. The re-engagement coming out from the side of Xia. A lot of damage, and the camera angle is fucked up. Oh, the flicker play from LEGACi picks up 3 in that stun. The Petrifier does also come through, chunking the Rithel, but the hard guard paired with the flask. Lots of sustain for the side of Fiends, looking to push into their inner inhibitor. And definitely, MOBA Guilds is making this Khalid tank look very, very interesting for me. Something I've never seen before, and he's playing exceptional on it. 604. Chirobami also playing exceptional here. 1, 0, and 10. The members of Xia all evenly suffering quite a bit in this game, but it's possible to come back, right? Carry scales very far. Minnow definitely has a much better late game than early. Joy, very strong kit herself too. Vexana, one of the best mages. Yuzong, impact initiator in team fight. Zoner, right? They have all of what it takes to win a team fight against Fiends. So We cannot count them out here. Tough boots is required. She thinks because she has Purify, she's okay, but she's not. Once she burns that Purify, she's way too vulnerable without it. I think most definitely the Purify is tough. The Purify is the one that's saving them, but at the same time, you know, I could argue that tough, you know, armor boots is still decent. Ooh, but the focus on pro here, there's so much resources being spent by the side of Shaw, and they're not able to get anything out of that. All 5 members of Fiends is alive here, looking for a potential end. They have the minions. They do get a 1-for-1. Pro did fall here, and no more minions. The side of Shaw able to defend this. 13 seconds on the board. Just a bot wave left. Oh, the Flicker Wild Charge hits up the Vexana. And side of Fiends should be able to finish this series in a 2-0 sweep.
Victory!
Well, congratulations to Fiends here. 21-8 is the overall score. Fiends able to get this match for today. MOBA Kings MVP 7-0-6. Trio Bombi followed behind with a 3-0-13. We'll take a look at some of the datas here. Decent kill participation coming out from both teams. Very, very solid performance by the NACT. It's a matter of being too fed at this point. Late game scaling potential for sure. Yeah, I mean, Aritho scales quite well. A tank Khalid, I think, scales a little bit better than a full damage Khalid because you have a lot more utility. Just the first skill doesn't do that much damage, but I guess, you know, with the amount of damage that he did take, it was pretty decent. And he did well in lane also. Angela, you know, pretty far in terms of the scaling. Grok scales early. Late game, not as good. But, you know, overall, even the Boxer did 24% damage. Angela did 20%. MOBA Kings did 20%. Ritho did 26. All the members of Fiends did a lot of damage there. And for the highest damage, there's going to be the Yuzong from the side of Shaw. Was able to see a great performance from him on Monday. Unfortunately, today, they fell a little bit short. But guys, thank you guys all for enjoying the stream. Again, this is going to be Yue for the House of Pisces. And just for tonight, we are done with our stream. Y'all have a good night.